go back to those Boeing numbers just coming out. The company posting a 21% drop in profit for the second quarter after delivering fewer planes. Boeing, however, says it will make up those deliveries and may still double full-year profit. Let's bring in Alex Hamilton, analyst over at CK Cooper. So, Alex, what are your thoughts on the quarter?
Looking at the quarter, actually EPS appeared to have beaten consensus. It certainly beat our lower than consensus forecast. It was on lower volumes, so that pretty much speaks to relatively solid execution. Cash flow was weak, relatively in line with expectations. As they're developing the 787, we expect a use of cash, and they're coming in that way. What I would highlight, which I think is a huge positive, which is what we've been talking about is for months, is that we are in the first year of a multi-year upcycle, is that orders, there were 58 net orders for commercial aircraft in the quarter. That is up from 5%, from 5 aircraft, I apologize, last year. So that is a huge positive for the macro environment.
Talk to me, though, about the 787, because it feels like they're talking out of two sides of their mouth. They're saying that they still expect the first delivery for the end of the year, but at the same time, the press release talks about pressures to the schedule, risk that initial delivery may move a few weeks if the company completes flight test and certification requirements. What are they doing here? Should we expect get ready for another delay here?
Yeah, both sides of their mouth. I think you're right. In all honesty, that surprise has sort of been taken off the table, as a few weeks ago they sort of leaked that to the press, saying that they're still sticking firm to their fourth quarter delivery date. However, there's some stuff that's eaten into their schedule, so maybe it'll slide a week or two, and potentially that will push it into 11. What I would say to that is certainly I was not happy seeing that put in the press release at least more than once, from what I had counted. So they're definitely making a point of hedging themselves. That said, I think the shock factor is sort of out of the stock a little bit.
Let me ask you about the stock, Alex, because it's had a great run. It's up about 27% this year. It's definitely beating a lot of other players in the space. I mean, is all of the optimism kind of built in here, and should kind of investors be getting ready for maybe a bit of a decline in shares of Boeing?
No, I don't think all the optimism. I actually sort of scratch my head what took people so long to realize what's going on. Once again, the stock for Boeing moves in relation to commercial orders. Orders are going up. That's the cycle that we're in. The military side obviously looks a little bleak. I don't mean to sort of scratch over and say that it's not important. Obviously, there's some huge things going on there. Over the last few months, they've made about $800 million in acquisitions, acquiring cyber companies. And also, you know, the big press event is the tanker adjudication that we expect later this year.
All right, we'll look for that. Hey, Alex, thanks so much for breaking it down.